Imagine living a life where nothing can disturb your calmness. You remain peaceful even when people criticize you, when problems arise, or when everything around you feels chaotic. How incredible would it be to move through life with such steady calmness? Today, we're going to explore 10 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you achieve this unshakable state of mind. As Buddha once said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. These teachings aren't just ancient wisdom. They are practical tools you can begin using right now to build a peaceful sanctuary within yourself. Whether you're facing stress, negativity, or uncertainty, these insights show you how to stay strong and centered. So, if you're ready to take charge of your inner peace and ensure that nothing can disturb it, keep listening. This might be the wisdom you've been waiting for. 1. Firm purposes, resilience, the ability to stay strong in difficult times, begins with having firm purposes. This means knowing exactly what you want in life and what truly matters to you. When your values and goals are clear, they become your guiding star, keeping you focused and grounded even during the toughest moments. Imagine life as a long journey. Your clear goals are like a map, helping you navigate storms with purpose and direction. That map gives you the strength to continue, even when the road gets rough. Buddha said, "Your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it." Each morning, take a moment to reflect on your purposes. Remind yourself of what's important and what you're working toward. This simple daily habit strengthens your focus and commitment. Over time, this creates a solid foundation within you, one that gives you the power to face any challenge with calm confidence. Like a sturdy ship staying its course through stormy seas, your inner clarity becomes your anchor. Let your purposes guide you, motivate you, and fuel your strength. With this steady focus, nothing will shake your resolve. 2. Become untouchable. Imagine having the power to stay peaceful no matter what others say or do. Buddhism teaches that much of our suffering comes not from the world, but from how we respond to it. The truth is, no one can hurt you without your consent. You can't always control what happens, but you can control how you respond. When someone tries to upset you, remember, you have a choice. You can let their words affect you, or you can choose not to take them personally. By doing so, you become untouchable. This doesn't mean bad things won't happen, but it does mean they won't shake your inner peace. Buddha said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." Anger creates suffering, not the situation. So next time you're provoked, pause, breathe, choose calmness, put up an inner shield. Let the negativity pass without touching your peace. The more you practice this, the stronger you become. Over time, you'll notice that the words or actions of others no longer disturb you. You're not ignoring problems. You're handling them with grace, clarity, and power. To become untouchable is to choose your peace over reaction, and that is true mastery. 3. Insult and offense. There will be times when people insult you or act with disrespect. It's painful, but it's also an opportunity. Buddhism teaches that these moments can help us practice patience and self-control. Often, insults reflect the speaker's own struggles, not your worth. Maybe they're hurting, angry, or insecure, and lashing out is their release. Understanding this gives you space. You no longer take things personally. Buddha said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love." This is the eternal rule. Responding to anger with more anger fuels more suffering. but responding with calmness, understanding, even kindness, breaks the cycle. The next time someone insults you, pause, breathe, choose not to be offended, protect your peace. You don't have to accept their behavior, but you also don't have to let it disturb you. Over time, you'll notice insults lose their power. You'll stay grounded in your truth, and that is strength. 4. When others speak ill of you. It's natural to feel hurt when someone speaks badly about you, but Buddhism invites us to respond differently, with calmness and compassion. When someone speaks ill of you, remember, their words reflect their inner world, not your truth. They might be struggling with jealousy, anger, or pain. Their negativity is theirs, not yours to carry. Buddha said, "Speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you." Negative words often create more suffering for the one who speaks them. You don't have to let that suffering pass to you. Instead, stay centered in your values. Let your actions speak louder than any words spoken against you. If you live with kindness, honesty, and integrity, those who truly know you will see your light. And even if they don't, you will. And that's what matters. Practice compassion, not because others deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go of the need to defend yourself. Let your calm confidence be your shield. 5. Transform everyone into a relentless teacher. In the journey of life, we meet many kinds of people. Some inspire us with their kindness, others challenge us with their criticism, and a few may even frustrate us or hurt us deeply. But what if you could shift your perspective and see every single one of them, not as an obstacle, but as a teacher? Buddhism teaches us that every person who crosses our path holds a mirror to our inner world. They reveal our attachments, our judgments, our triggers, and our capacity for compassion. Whether their presence is comforting or uncomfortable, each person gives us an opportunity to grow. To transform everyone into a relentless teacher means to approach every interaction, no matter how difficult, as a lesson in awareness, patience, and self-mastery. The kind people remind us to remain open-hearted. The difficult ones challenge us to stay grounded. The indifferent ones teach us not to seek validation. The ones who reject us help us let go of the need to be accepted by all. This doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior or excusing mistreatment. It means learning from your responses. If someone's words make you angry, that anger is your teacher. If someone's success makes you envious, that envy is your teacher. If someone's presence makes you feel inferior, that insecurity is your teacher. Each reaction points inward to something that is calling to be seen, healed, or released. Life keeps bringing us the same kinds of people and situations until we learn the lesson they are meant to teach. Once we do, we outgrow the pattern, and life moves us to a new level of growth. This mindset removes the idea of enemies or rivals. It dissolves blame and resentment. Instead, you begin to ask, what is this person teaching me about myself? That question alone opens the door to awareness and transformation. In Buddhism, this is the path of turning samsara, the cycle of suffering, into nirvana, the state of liberation. It's not that the world changes. You do. You stop reacting and start reflecting. In summary, when you see every person as a relentless teacher, your emotional triggers become gateways to wisdom. Difficult people become catalysts for your spiritual growth. Every encounter becomes meaningful. Every moment becomes a chance to evolve. This practice trains the mind to stay calm, non-reactive, and humble. It frees you from blame and allows you to live with more curiosity, grace, and inner strength. As the Zen saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And sometimes that teacher wears the face of your critic, your competitor, or the one who challenges you the most. 6. Forge an unshakable ethical code. One of the most important teachings in Buddhism is the development of a strong ethical code, a personal compass that helps you live with integrity, compassion, and clarity. This code is not about rigid rules or moral superiority. It's about aligning your actions with your highest values so that your outer life reflects your inner peace. When you live in accordance with clear principles, you become grounded. You are less swayed by outside pressures, less confused in difficult moments, and less likely to act in ways that create regret or inner conflict. This ethical foundation becomes your anchor, especially in times of emotional storms. In Buddhism, this moral compass is often built upon the 5 precepts, simple but profound commitments that guide daily life with mindfulness and compassion. These are: 1. Do not harm living beings. This is the practice of nonviolence, ahimsa. It includes not only refraining from physical harm, but also being mindful of how our words and thoughts can affect others. It teaches us to approach all beings, including ourselves, with gentleness. When you choose compassion over cruelty, even in your thoughts, you nourish peace within your own heart. 2. Do not take what is not given. This is more than not stealing. It's about respecting boundaries, not exploiting others, and living with honesty and gratitude. It reminds you that true abundance comes not from accumulation, but from contentment. When you live with integrity, you create a life that doesn't need to be hidden or justified. 3. Refrain from sexual misconduct. This precept is about honoring trust, dignity, and respect in your relationships. It invites you to act with awareness rather than impulse, to see others not as objects, but as whole beings worthy of care. When your relationships are built on honesty and kindness, they become sources of strength rather than confusion. 4. Speak truthfully and mindfully. Words are powerful. They can heal or harm, uplift or destroy. This precept teaches us to speak with intention, clarity, and kindness, to say what is true without causing unnecessary hurt. Are you ready to revolutionize your mornings? Wake up to the Aroma Brew coffee maker, where every cup is a perfect symphony of taste. Aroma Brew, crafting your morning sip by sip. Your speech aligns with truth and compassion. You build trust, deepen your connections, and create harmony. 5. Avoid intoxicants that cloud the mind. This is not only about substances. It includes anything that numbs your awareness or leads you away from clarity: overindulgence, distractions, emotional dependency. A clear mind is a calm mind. When you protect your clarity, you strengthen your ability to respond to life with wisdom. Living by these precepts is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about checking in with yourself and asking, is this action aligned with my values? Will this bring peace to myself and to others? When I look back at this moment, will I feel proud or ashamed? When you consistently choose the path of integrity, your life becomes simpler, not because there are fewer challenges, but because you know who you are. You no longer waste energy second-guessing yourself, hiding from your truth, or seeking approval from others. A strong ethical code also gives you emotional resilience. When your behavior aligns with your values, guilt and regret lose their grip. You become more confident, less reactive, and more compassionate toward others, because your peace is no longer dependent on their actions. Even when others lie, hurt, or deceive, You stay rooted. You don't compromise your values to match their behavior. You hold your ground with dignity, like a tree that bends but doesn't break in the wind. In summary, forging an unshakable ethical code is a daily spiritual practice. It is how you turn wisdom into action and intention into transformation. It allows you to walk through life with your head held high and your heart open, unshaken by chaos, centered in truth. Buddha said, "Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so, the wise are not affected by praise or blame." When your life is guided by deep moral clarity, nothing can shake your core. You become a light unto yourself. 7. Living according to nature. In Buddhism, the principle of living according to nature is not just a call to admire the trees or sit quietly by a stream. It's a profound way of being, one that encourages us to live in harmony with the natural rhythms of life, to move with the current rather than struggle against it. To live according to nature means to understand that everything, our thoughts, emotions, experiences, and bodies, is part of an ever-changing flow. There is birth and decay, rising and falling, blooming and withering. This is not a flaw in life. It is the very design. When we accept this, we stop grasping for permanence in an impermanent world. Nature doesn't rush, yet everything is accomplished. A tree doesn't strain to grow. It simply receives sunlight, water, and space, and it grows in perfect rhythm with the seasons. Likewise, when we align ourselves with life's natural flow, peace replaces resistance, and acceptance replaces anxiety. Living according to nature also means recognizing that we are not separate from the world around us. We are not above it or outside of it. We are nature, made of the same elements, sustained by the same breath. Our well-being is tied to the earth, to each other, and to the quiet intelligence that flows through all things. This perspective invites humility. We begin to see that control is an illusion. The weather changes. People come and go. The body ages. The seasons of life unfold with or without our approval. True peace lies not in fighting these truths, but in embracing them with grace. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, just as the tides rise and fall, we too have our cycles. There are times for action and times for stillness, times to hold on and times to let go. When we live in alignment with this truth, we stop forcing and start flowing. Living according to nature doesn't mean giving up effort or ambition. It means letting go of struggle. It's learning to act from presence rather than pressure. It's knowing when to move forward and when to rest, when to speak and when to be silent. It's a dance with the universe, not a war against it. In daily life, this might mean slowing down to actually taste your food, to walk with awareness, to breathe deeply instead of rushing mindlessly through your day. It means honoring your body's need for rest, listening to your emotions without judgment, and treating the earth with respect and reverence. In Buddhism, this way of living is not passive. It is profoundly awake. To live according to nature is to live with wisdom, mindfulness, and surrender. You stop forcing the river to flow faster, and instead, you learn how to swim with its current, gracefully, peacefully, and with deep trust. As the Taoist saying goes, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Let that be your mantra. Let that be your peace. 8. Let go of attachment to outcome. One of the deepest roots of suffering is our attachment to results. We try, we strive, we pour our energy into people, projects, and plans, and then we suffer when things don't unfold the way we hoped. Buddhism teaches that attachment to outcomes is a subtle form of control. It places our peace in the hands of the external world, which is forever in flux. The truth is, the outcome is never fully in our control. Only our intention, our effort, and our presence in this moment are. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean giving up. It means showing up fully, with care, with love, with integrity, and then releasing the need for a specific result. You plant the seed, you water it, but you don't demand it bloom on your schedule. This shift changes everything. When you act without clinging, you become lighter. You stop gripping life with tense fists and start holding it with open palms. You free yourself from anxiety because your peace no longer depends on what happens. It depends on how you meet what happens. It's in this space, between effort and surrender, that grace arises. Imagine how it would feel to give your best and rest in the knowing that it's enough. That your worth is not measured by success or failure, praise or blame, gain or loss, but by the sincerity of your heart. Detaching from the outcome also protects you from the trap of perfectionism. You don't have to be flawless. You just have to be faithful to your values, your truth, your effort. In relationships, this means loving without needing to be loved back in the same way. In work, it means creating without obsessing over recognition. In growth, it means walking the path even when you don't know where it ends. This kind of detachment doesn't make you cold. It makes you peaceful. It's not indifference. It's freedom. So next time your mind races with worry about how things will turn out, pause, breathe, come back to now. Ask yourself, am I acting from fear or from truth? Am I clinging or am I trusting? Do your part with full heart and then let go. The wind carries the leaves where they're meant to go. So too, life will carry you if you stop resisting the flow, let go of the outcome, stay rooted in your intention. That is where your true power lives. 9. Embrace simplicity. Return to what truly matters. In a world that constantly demands more success, more possessions, more productivity, choosing simplicity is a radical return to peace. Buddhism teaches that true freedom lies not in accumulation, but in letting go. Simplicity is not about lack. It is about clarity. It means peeling away the non-essential so that what remains is pure, meaningful, and deeply nourishing to the soul. To embrace simplicity is to stop chasing external validation and turn inward toward what is real and lasting. It is the practice of decluttering not just our physical space, but our mental and emotional landscapes. When we let go of excessive desires, endless comparisons, and the need for constant stimulation, we rediscover the beauty in stillness. A single breath, a warm cup of tea, a moment of silence, all become profound when approached with presence. Simplicity teaches us that joy does not come from complexity, but from appreciation. A life of simplicity is not empty. It is full of awareness, full of meaning. It invites us to slow down, to notice the subtle gifts we often overlook, and to live in alignment with our true nature. Just as the lotus grows from the mud and blooms in silence, we too flourish when we release what weighs us down. Buddha said, "It is not the outer world that binds you, but the attachments of the mind." This is the essence of simplicity, detaching from the things that trap us in suffering. A simple life is a spacious life, where there is room to breathe, to think clearly, to love fully, and to live with intention. In practical terms, embracing simplicity might mean reducing the clutter in your home, streamlining your schedule, or limiting your digital distractions. It may involve speaking less and listening more, consuming less and creating more. It could mean living with fewer possessions, but richer experiences. Fewer obligations, but deeper relationships. Simplicity reconnects us with nature, the original teacher of balance. The tree does not hoard. The river does not rush. Everything in nature exists in perfect harmony with its needs. When we simplify our lives, we align ourselves with this same rhythm, allowing peace to take root within us. In embracing simplicity, we find that we already have what we were seeking. The present moment becomes enough. We become enough. 10. Weaponize gratitude. Cultivate relentless positivity. Gratitude is more than a feeling. It's a transformative force that can help carry you through life's darkest moments. By being grateful for the love, friendship, and support you receive, you reinforce those positive bonds. Your social circle becomes a source of strength, not stress. Gratitude also has a profound effect on your overall well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude tend to be happier, less stressed, and more fulfilled. Why? Because gratitude shifts your focus. It turns your attention away from what's missing and centers it on what's already here, what's already good. This simple shift creates a powerful ripple effect. The more you notice the good, the more good you see. And the more you see, the more thankful you become. Gratitude becomes not just a response to joy, but a creator of it. In Buddhism, this practice is deeply tied to mindfulness, the act of being fully present in the now. When you're mindful, you begin to notice small blessings that often go unseen. The warmth of the sun on your skin, the beauty of a single flower, the kindness in a stranger's smile. By combining mindfulness with gratitude, you generate a quiet strength, a joy that doesn't depend on circumstances, a peace that persists, even in hardship. Gratitude in this way becomes a kind of armor, a powerful tool, a spiritual weapon you can wield to protect your mind from despair. When practiced with intention, gratitude can combat fear, resentment, and negativity. It grounds you so that no matter what life throws at you, you remain centered and whole. Buddhism teaches us to appreciate the present moment, not the one we wish we had, not the one we fear might come, but this one, right here, right now. So even when life is difficult and pain feels heavy, you can still choose gratitude. You can be grateful for the lesson within the struggle, for the strength you are building, or for the support of a loved one walking beside you. This mindset doesn't erase hardship. It transforms your relationship to it. It reminds you, even here, I am growing. Even now, I am learning. Even in sorrow, I am still grateful to be alive. The Buddha once said, "Let us rise up and be thankful. For if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful." Gratitude in this context isn't naive, it's resilient. It's a conscious act of defiance against negativity. It's the refusal to let pain define you. And when you express gratitude to others, you strengthen your relationships. A simple thank you becomes a bridge. An act of kindness acknowledged becomes a cycle of warmth and mutual respect. These small moments build into something powerful, a life supported by love, connection, and compassion. Gratitude also enhances your mental and physical health. Studies show it reduces stress, improves sleep, and promotes emotional balance. Why? Because gratitude shifts your brain chemistry. It reduces the grip of anger, envy, and fear. It places your focus on what uplifts you, not what drains you. To cultivate relentless positivity through gratitude, make it a daily practice. Start small. Keep a gratitude journal. Each night, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Say thank you, often and sincerely. Pause during your day to acknowledge what's good, even if it's just the taste of your tea or the softness of your pillow. These simple acts retrain your mind to seek out the positive. Over time, gratitude becomes a natural habit, a lens through which you see the world. But the real power of gratitude is revealed when you apply it during adversity. That's when it becomes a weapon. When life challenges you, don't just ask, "Why is this happening?" Instead ask, "What can I learn from this? What hidden gift might this moment hold?" This mindset transforms your pain into purpose, your struggle into strength. Gratitude is not just a soft virtue. It is an act of courage. It's a conscious decision to keep your heart open, even when life tries to close it. By weaponizing gratitude, you create a mindset that is resilient, joyful, and unshakable. You rise above the chaos. You choose to see beauty, even in brokenness. You not only uplift yourself, you uplift others. Your presence becomes a source of light. Your life becomes a testament to the power of perspective. And most importantly, you discover a deep truth. There is always something to be thankful for. And that simple truth, when practiced daily, can carry you through anything. Final message: by embracing these 10 Buddhist principles, from guarding the mind and detaching from ego, to honoring nature and weaponizing gratitude, you are building an unshakable inner world, a place of strength, a place of peace, a place where life's storms can rage, but you remain still. Because the secret is not to control the world, it is to master your response to it. Let that be your practice. Let that be your path. Let that be your peace.